They call it anxiety, but what if it's actually genius in disguise? If your racing mind was never a flaw, but your brain quietly mapping patterns others can't even see? What if your overthinking isn't your weakness? It's your hidden advantage. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to decode patterns and behavior like a strategist, turn mental chaos into clear execution, rewire your identity loop, and finally, use overthinking to evolve faster than anyone around you. Let's show you how to turn your mind from noise into power. Overthinkers don't just react, they replay, they rewind, dissect, zoom in, frame by frame. And in that repetition lies a hidden advantage. Feel that weight in your chest when you replay a moment? That's your mind hunting patterns. Cause, effect, motives, mistakes. That's not chaos. That's cognitive X-ray vision. This is the essence of strategic thinking. It's how chess players anticipate moves. It's how game theory works. Not by acting fast, but by thinking deep. Overthinking isn't your weakness. It's untrained pattern recognition, waiting to evolve into insight. But patterns alone aren't enough. You've seen the loops, now it's time to test them. That's where the next level begins, turning mental loops into mental simulations. Not just knowing the game, but running it before it even starts. Let me show you how to turn your overthinking into preparation. Because true power isn't just knowing what could happen, it's mentally rehearsing how to move when it does. Most people walk into a situation unarmed. They react to the moment. You don't. You've already run the simulation 20 times in your head. They call it anxiety, but you know better. It's rehearsal. Top performers don't just train their bodies. They train their minds. They pre-play the moment before it even happens. The stakes, the dialogue, the shifts in energy. Every possibility accounted for. And you've been doing that your whole life. Overthinking is preparation disguised as panic. But here's the key. Most people stop at the anxiety loop. They get stuck in what if, never crossing over into what now. It's not enough to simulate. You have to finish the loop. Decide. Execute. When you do, your overthinking becomes a weapon, one that moves silently but strikes with precision. And that power isn't random. It's wired into your identity. Let's change how you see yourself, because that's where everything shifts. You've probably said it before, I overthink everything. But here's the problem with that line. It's not just self-awareness, it's self-programming. You're not just describing your mind. You're reinforcing an identity. But what if you change the code? Stop saying, I'm anxious. Start saying, I think deeply. I move with precision. You're not broken. You're built for precision. The only difference between chaos and strategy is the story you tell yourself in the middle. Identity isn't fixed. It's flexible. And overthinking isn't your flaw. It's your frame. Use it right, and it becomes the operating system for elite decision-making. However, evolution needs something more. Not just thought, but reflection. Because real mastery begins when you learn from what's behind you. Most people try to forget their mistakes. They distract, suppress, move on. But not you. You replay everything. Not because you enjoy the pain, but because something in you needs to understand it. That's your edge. Reflection sharpens perception, and perception, over time, becomes prediction. When you learn to extract meaning from every moment, you stop reliving mistakes and start refining patterns. You're not just reacting, you're evolving. But even weapons need control. And to truly harness your mind, you need more than reflection. You need structure. Here's a truth most people miss. The problem isn't that you think too much. It's that your thinking has no shape. It spirals and drowns itself. But give that chaos a structure, and suddenly you've got strategy. Start small. Write your thoughts down. Give them a time limit. Build a decision protocol. So when your brain starts spinning, you have an exit route. It's not about silencing the noise. It's about designing how you process it. Structure rewires your identity. It tells your brain, we don't spiral anymore. We strategize. And once that becomes your default, you'll stop fearing your mind you'll start trusting it. Overthinking isn't your enemy. It's your untamed advantage. Learn to control it, channel it, structure it, and you go from mental storms to mental supremacy. If this shifted how you think, good, because now it's time to shift how others respond to you. Click the next video, How to Instantly Influence People Using Game Theory. This isn't manipulation, it's psychology, used silently. Watch it now before the algorithm buries it. And if you like moving differently, subscribe to Low Key Genius. Quiet minds still win loud games.